Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka? Watashi wa fancy sip san. Ima Coca-Cola no real gold X no mitai. Sugoi desu ka? Let's find out. So today on the Fancy Sip Review, I have this imported Japanese energy drink that's imported from Japan to Queens, New York, where it was then distributed to a grocery store called Sky Foods at the Skyview Mall in Queens. Now, a lot of the time you see these foreign energy drinks and people tell you that they import them directly from Japan, which is why they cost $8. I paid $2 for this drink because in Flushing, Queens, there's actually distribution, and I would never recommend spending that much money on an imported Japanese energy drink, especially after reviewing the Indian energy drinks for like $1, which are probably sold anywhere. But with all of that said, what is Real Gold X? Well, Real Gold X is Coca-Cola's energy drink, which is sold in Japan. Coca-Cola also fights with Pepsi with different energy drinks in different markets, kind of like in India, there's Sting and Charge. But this is a Japanese energy drink, which makes it cool because Japan is cool, at least it was in the 80s. Before the Plaza Accord destroyed the economy, it was probably the best country after America. But with Real Gold X, this is a collaboration with a Japanese musician named Yoshiki. I think he's in a band called Tokyo X or something like that. So to find the ingredients, I had to go to the website, coca-cola.jp. In this beverage, you were getting high fructose corn syrup, made in Japan, not like the American kind. Royal jelly extract, which isn't in any American energy drinks. Guarana extract. Citric acid carbonated or carbonic acid flavoring, arginine, spice extracts, artificial coloring coming from caramel and anthocyanine, caffeine, sodium citrate, antioxidant, vitamin C, calcium pantothenate, emulsifier, sweetener, which is sucralose, niacin, and vitamin B6. A lot of these things may be named differently in Japan, or these are just not ingredients that are in American beverages. Sodium citrate probably is in this, but calcium panthenate I've never heard of. The nutrition facts of this Real Gold X are per 100 milliliters, and there's 500 milliliters in this, 52 kcals, 0.03 table salt equivalent, I don't know what that means, 13 grams of carbohydrates, 2.4 milligrams of niacin, 0.6 milligrams of vitamin B6, either 1.2 to 7.7 milligrams of pantothenic acid, which is a huge discrepancy, 30 milligrams of caffeine, and 130 milligrams of arginine. So in this one beverage, you are getting essentially 150 milligrams of caffeine, whereas in America, most energy drinks are about 160. I'll show the can off. The can is pretty cool. Real Gold X, Rock Energy, collaboration with Yoshiki. Now on the other side, it says exactly the same thing for some reason, but I guess it lists the stuff in Japanese. And finally on this side, here's the ingredients in the beverage listed in Japanese, which I can't really read this that well, obviously. This is imported by Hudson Toko Trading Company, Inc., based out of 5718 Flushing Ave in Maspeth, New York. And this is coming from Japan, as I've already said. So with all of that said, let's see how this energy drink tastes, and let's see how this compares to an American energy drink. first thing that I'm going to show after I pour this is the size difference in the hole in which you drink the beverage. It's very small and it's shaped kind of like an arrowhead or something like that instead of like a half circle. This is what I'm talking about. Instead of like an oval shaped pour, this is for much smaller mouths for some reason. Maybe just to prevent people from drinking this too quickly. Maybe because of the 150 milligrams of caffeine being less than 160. Maybe they think this is more dangerous to drink than the American market, in which drinks go up to 300 milligrams. Let's see how this drink smells. I'll say what's interesting with this, despite the listed ingredients having spices, is one of the top selling points. This smells a lot like a generic American energy drink. It doesn't smell the same as Monster, but it smells kind of like a Rockstar energy drink. I'm not too sure who owns Rockstar. I probably should have done my research prior to making this review, but it does smell a lot like Rockstar Energy. This is what the beverage looks like. The taste of this is kind of the same as a generic energy drink, honestly. The spices kind of exist. Oh, I'm tasting the spices a lot more on the back end of this drink than the initial mouthfeel part of the drink. It does taste a bit more spicy. What kind of spice? I'm not too sure of. Maybe a peppery kind of a taste, but not so much. This tastes a lot like just a Rockstar energy drink, just with Yoshiki's blend. And it does smell a lot like just a typical energy drink. It does honestly taste very good for a imported energy drink. Tried a few energy drinks in the past from different countries. I've already said Charged and Sting, or Stinger, I think it's called, from India. Those kind of tasted like a gross fruit punch. I've tried Buffalo energy drink, which didn't taste too good. At least I'll say with the Japanese energy drink. Maybe it's because of their affiliation with Coca-Cola, although same can't be said with the Indian drinks, which also come from Coca-Cola. This does taste a lot just like a generic American energy drink. It's very drinkable. It's not too strong, and has a cool color to it. Does look a lot like an American energy drink. I mean, the color of it's brown. Looks like a beer kind of with carbonation. So yeah, I mean, honestly, reviewing this energy drink, I'm going to be reviewing it the same way that pretty much as any generic energy drink tastes. It's kind of tastes as if it would be an Aldi energy drink or a Trader Joe's energy drink. The collaboration with the Japanese rock star that I don't know is pretty cool. Maybe if you're a weeaboo or a big fan of Japanese culture. If you're the kid who used to buy samurai swords from the mall Oriental store, or you're a big fan of 4chan and all of that stuff, maybe you'd enjoy this drink more than me because you would have a connection with Yoshiki. But kind of just tastes like a above average generic energy drink. I'm going to be giving this a 7.4 out of 10. I don't think that this is exceeding expectations. I do think that it's cool, but yeah, I mean, I only paid $2 for this, so for the money that I spent, I definitely think that this is the best imported energy drink that I've had. But if you're going to see this at a rip-off import store where they're going to be charging you $8, $9, like FYE will sell like Homer Simpson energy drink where it's just a can with Homer on it. That's kind of how I feel about this. Would I buy this over Monster? Probably, just because it seems cool with the can. But in terms of flavor, this just tastes like any other energy drink. Thank you so much for watching this video. Pretty sure my camera has been moving while I've been making this for some reason. So thank you for watching this video, and cheers. This was the Yoshiki Real Gold X Energy, and I'm the Fancy Sipper. Cheers.